What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Shorty Mac TV. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Hit the notification bell so you're notified each time I upload a new video and all those great YouTube things. Alright, so for today, I honestly came out here with the intention on talking about Kanye. I was going to talk about Kanye West. I even did research videos and everything about my views on what's going on with Kanye, but I don't really want to talk about Kanye right now. I know a lot of people are sick of hearing about him. It's just a lot. What I will say about Kanye is that I hope that he gets the help that he needs. I sometimes feel like he's too far gone and that it might be too late, but I hope that he gets the help that he needs. I really ultimately hope that he can eventually break away from the Kardashian family, just totally get away from them. I hope that's something that can happen, but who knows. But moving right along. So today, instead of Kanye, I want to talk about this tweet that I saw earlier. And it's more side of what I've been talking about before. My previous videos, I spoke about what we need to do in the black community as far as moving past protests and riots and what we need to do moving forward. And one of those things I had talked about was homeschooling our kids. And this tweet that I saw earlier, I'm going to read it and I'm also going to put it in a video. It says, "Now is the time for teachers to eat, quit your job and charge $250 a week to homeschool 10 kids. Do such a great job that we never send these kids back to school. Your class of 25 students will be cut to 10, and your income goes from $30,000 to $130,000. You're welcome." And I looked at that tweet and I was like, yes, this is something that we should do. I think this is a better time more than anything. Right now, I think kids are still on summer vacation. They're talking about, I don't know. I don't even know if they're talking about letting the kids go back to school or if it's going to be online or anything like that. But I would have to agree with that tweet. I think that that is a great idea. We already know that teachers are very underappreciated because they're very underpaid and they should be paid more than what they are getting paid to deal with people's bad kids all day. So I think this is a great idea. I think teachers now, if they haven't started already, should start like a online or homeschool curriculum where they can bring in their neighborhood kids around, like they said, 10 or more students. You build a curriculum and you teach these kids, and like you said, we do so good of a job that we never send our kids back to those schools. Because let's just be frank, public schools are setting our kids up for failure. They're not getting the education that they should be getting. Me looking back now on my childhood, everything that I learned, most of it was a bunch of lies and conditioning and indoctrination and all those type of things. So I'm learning now at almost the age of 30 that there's a lot of stuff that I learned growing up that I have to unlearn and relearn. Hold up, y'all. Let me wait for this plane to pass by. Y'all hear the cicadas in the back? So yeah, I think that that is something that we need to look into, because we already know the school system is pretty much like mini prisons now. Are y'all familiar with the school to prison pipeline? Schools now are getting more and more like mini prisons, especially now with the social distancing. I'm seeing schools that are from other countries, how they have their kids in these classrooms. I think it's so insane because like with this COVID mess, people are scared of human interaction. So kids they had it just looked like mini prisons to me. They had the glass field like in the lunchroom where kids are sitting down and it has glass protecting them, and it looks like they're in mini prisons. And then the person they can't have no one next to them or in front of them. It's like they isolated, and then so on and so forth. Then they also have where these kids have these things on their head where it's like 6 feet. So if you're too close, you go bump into them and notice that they're not 6 feet. I think that's too much. But yes, I think this is a great idea. I mean, a great idea. All teachers should get together, come up with a plan, um, get with your neighborhood kids, because these are kids that are in your neighborhoods that you teach anyways. Sign a waiver or something with your parents, and ultimately go and try to get this legal. I don't know what the legal, if this is legal or not. If they're gonna try to, stop teachers from doing this, because they want to be the ones to program our kids, and they make such a hard time for people that want to be homeschooled and everything. So I think teachers should do this. This is something that we should teach them, and then they're gonna learn stuff that they're not gonna learn in the public schools, they could learn, anyone who knows about gardening, how to cultivate gardens. I've been really passionate about this. I was talking to my pops lately, and in his childhood growing up, they used to have gardens, and he know all about gardening and everything. So I really want to get with him and learn everything that I need to know about growing my own food, and see what we can do about getting a garden in my parents' backyard. And everything that I learn about gardening, I am willing to pan off to other people, spread my knowledge to other people. All the knowledge that I learned about gardening, I want to spread it to other people. So I definitely pass that on to other people. But yes, teachers, I think this is something that y'all should think about. Go somewhere where y'all are going to be appreciative. Parents, consider this. That amount is a little high, and it might be a little costly than going to public school, but it will be well worth it. Your kids will be a lot more smarter because they're going to be learning stuff that they wouldn't learn in the public schools. And they probably won't have that pressure of, in public schools, the environment that they've been in. I don't know, you guys know what goes on in the schools and public schools. They might not have that pressure. They might be willing to learn if it's like a smaller setting, and it's, I just think that there's something that we as a community, not even just a black community, everybody else as well, this is something that we should be looking into, because I think it was, who was that, Malcolm X that said it, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't know exactly what he says, but he says, anyone who allows the enemy to teach their kids is a fool. Or no, he said anyone who allows the oppressor to teach their kids is a fool. Something like that, I'm paraphrasing, but Malcolm X said that, and I think it's something that is imperative that we teach our own kids. And I know a lot of people are stuck in survival mode because they got to pay bills and they don't have time to do homeschool. But if we get a community involved and we get everybody involved, then it's something that you won't have to worry about, because then we'll have a community of people doing the same thing. So I might be rambling at this time and going on and on, but this is something that I think we should look into. Everybody should look into that. This is very great advice. Whoever tweeted that, shout out to them, and I'll put that in the video again. This is great. I'm just like, how come we haven't thought about this before? And right now, during the pandemic, is a greater time than ever, while everybody's on lockdown. All the students are currently out of school, but yes, this is great. Like, before they go back to school, or don't send them back to school, let's just go and try homeschool route. And I know a lot of parents during this time, they tried to homeschool their kids, and it was a little frustrating because they don't understand this new math or this new stuff. This is why we are going to incorporate teachers into trying this route as well. So maybe you could take the unnecessary stress off of you and get the teachers involved. But these are just my inputs on stuff that I think we should do. I'm not gonna go on any longer. This is all I have on this subject. Yeah, y'all, just think about this. Think about this, man. This is something that could change our communities forever. The way we school our kids, all of this can change for the good. Maybe we can do away with public schools. I don't know. I'm looking too far in the future, but thank y'all for tuning in. Okay, y'all, what's going on? I'm back again. So I did not want to upload that video and put it together before I got insight of an actual school teacher. So what I did is I reached out to a good friend of mine that I went to high school that is now a teacher, and I asked her her opinion and to give me some insight on this and how and what she felt. And so she reached out to me and she said that she didn't think that this would work because it would be too difficult, mainly because most teachers only teach one subject. Therefore, the $250 a week would be too high. Plus, we have to budget in resources for materials and food for the kids and things and such. I shout out to Miss Sasu. I respect her opinion and her thoughts about this. I think that we can do this. It's gonna take a lot of time and dedication. Maybe we can come together and put together like a online curriculum where it's multiple teachers and you list the teachers of the subjects that they teach, and it's just something that you can log into and have all the resources that you need. So maybe this is something we can put together as a community. I know there's a lot of teachers out there that are good at subjects and can teach probably more than one subject or whatever. But I don't know, I really just think this is something that would be good. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking now, I met a young guy, or not, he's not young, I met this guy named Q Butter back in November of last year when I went to the Black Agenda with Michi X and Dr. Shauna and a whole bunch of black woke people. I met the new leaders of the new Black Panther Party and all of that. But at this meeting, there was a guy named Q Butter, and he has his own institute or curricular where he homeschools students. So maybe this is something that we can not like steal, but like mimic something that he do. I do know that he has an online, I think it's called the Ziax Institute. I think I put the link to his information in the description of this video so y'all can check him out. And maybe this is something that we all can start doing, because I think it's a great idea. He has students that log on online, and it's multiple subjects that he teach. And I think he have other teachers as well that teach with him. But for the most part, I think it's mainly him. He teaches more than one subject. But I think this is something that would be that would change, like that would be a great change on how we teach our students and stuff like that, because we've been conditioned for years that going to public schools is the only way to teach our kids, and it's really not. And it might be far better off to homeschool kids than to send them to these public schools where they send them kids up for failure and they not learning stuff that's gonna better them in the future and all that type of stuff. So we know. So that's all I wanted to say and get my insight on that. I did want to get some insight from a teacher just so I could get her point of view and her thoughts on this. But I think this is really something that could be life-changing. And I don't know, y'all just let me know what y'all think about it. Excuse me. Tell me what y'all think about it. Comment below. If I got any teachers that watch this, please reach out to me and let me know if you think this is a great idea, or if this is something that is already if there's something that's already out there, let me know, and we can look more into it as we look for more solutions to better our youth, because the kids are the future, y'all. But anyways, I'm out. Thank y'all for tuning in to Shorty Mac TV. Like, share, subscribe, comment below, hit the notification bell so you're notified each time I upload a new video, and see y'all on the next video. Bye.